Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Mind with your girl Linda. Probably you're wondering what are we going to be talking about today. So in today's video, I'm going to be putting you guys through on the reasons why most married women leave their wives after many years of marriage. You could be asking yourself, why is it that this man just allowed this woman to suffer with him, struggle with him? Then years after marriage, years and years after marriage, that seems like ages to you, the guy just decides to shut down. He just decides to walk away. Now that's what we'll be discussing today. So I want to make sure that this video is very brief and straight to the point. So kindly, if you haven't subscribed, consider doing just that and turning on your notification not to miss out on our future uploads. So the very first key point is some men leave their wives because their wives get so relaxed and then they just start neglecting themselves. We have seen people, we can't pretend that we haven't, who they used to pimp themselves, they used to look good, they used to look like a baby girl before they got married, and then immediately they got married, they started abandoning themselves. They can't even remember the last time they wore a nice dress. They can't remember the last time they either had a nice haircut or a nice hairdo. They can't remember the last time they showered and sprayed themselves to smell like food or smell nice, They can't remember the last time they did anything good for themselves. They just decide, since I'm married, let me now just sit and be relaxing. Women, we don't need to slack. We don't need to relax. You need to sit up and make sure you're keeping what is yours. Because if you're married to a man who is attracted with what is seeing, who was attracted to you in the first place because of how he met you wearing booty shorts, or some people call them bum shorts, or he met you wearing clothes displaying your cleavage, and suddenly you have been wearing boo-boo and deras up and down, the guy is just prone to fall out of love. At number 2 point is maybe the guy is just leaving the marriage because the marriage has become sexless. I can't emphasize this enough, but what I know that even you watching me know, if you're an adult, is that sex is one of the key reasons why people marry. Most women marry because of that, sex, companionship, and procreation. Because you can have every other thing in your father's house, you cannot have sex with your father. Of course, you can't. You can't have children with your father. So that's the key reason as to why most women even end up marrying in the first place or getting married. So if you're living in a marriage where there's a sexless marriage, it's not as if you are doing long distance marriage. You people are together always, but there's no sex, it's dead. That could be another reason. And the reason I said first, which is you, the reason I say first, which is you neglecting yourself, is the key factor or contributor to having a sexless marriage. Because the moment you start neglecting yourself, you don't care about how you look, you don't care about how you smell, you don't care about how your breath smells. Maybe you even forget to brush your teeth. You'll be talking to somebody's son with a smelling mouth. You forget to spray yourself. You'll be talking to somebody's son with you're smelling all sweaty, and it's just a complete turn off. That's when people fall out of. You understand? So they don't trip for you anymore. They're not vibing to it. And that's how you end up finding yourself in a sexless marriage. Another point could be comparison. Now, maybe you're married to this somebody's son that every day you try to compare him. Hey, can't you be like so-and-so's son? Can't you be like so-and-so's husband? But I see this thing is very rampant in Nigeria, to be honest. People trying to compare their living standards with other people and trying to compare their husbands to other people's husbands or their boyfriends. Hey, other people's boyfriends are buying them cars. You can't buy me a car. Other people's husbands are buying them or building them houses. You can't build me a house. But what you forget is that this life is turn by turn. It might be their turn to buy house and cars, but it's not your husband's turn yet. And what that means is, or what that should tell you is, you should just give him time. Maybe he has thought about it, but where he is financially right now or mentally right now is not thinking that. Maybe he's thinking another thing. Maybe the person you're comparing him to that is buying cars and houses, the person actually has already invested, he has planned his life for like the next 3 years, 5 years, But the man you're forcing down his throat to go and do this thing for you. He's stressed. He has not planned anything about his life. He has not invested anything. Everything he has been trying has been failing. He just feels he's not there for now. It doesn't mean that he won't ever be there. He's not there for now. Another reason could be hereditary cheating. Now, one thing I can't emphasize enough is we have men who forgive cheating, but even some who would love to forgive their cheating wives, the society will not allow you no peace. You will not rest. The society will tell you how stupid you are. How can you be keeping a woman that is sleeping around? How can you be keeping a woman that is cheating on you? Even if she cheated, it was just a moment of weakness, of which we already know, all of us, that most men do cheat and their wives forgive them. And this Gen Z generation, even cheating is not actually a deal breaker to many people. It's not. Do you understand? Because we have been made to understand that most men, society has made us understand that most men can't control themselves. Cheating is the key thing, you know. People like Two-Face go out there spreading to people that they have two different, like his Odogu has a different mind of his own, and his head is all a lot of stuff. Okay, let me pause it for the music. Okay, my neighbors were just driving in with a lot of noise music in their car, so I said let me pause it first. So like I was saying, hereditary cheating. Maybe this woman is cheating because cheating is in their blood. Because the same way men feel that maybe your generation people were cheating and that's why the man is a cheat. We also have women who they come from such a generation, and that generational curse or that spirit of cheating has followed them, and therefore they normally end up cheating even when they don't mean to. And this is one character that most times make men to leave women after so many years. Maybe you cheated earlier in the marriage, or maybe somewhere in between, and he pretended to have forgiven you, but in the real sense, men did not used to forgive cheating. Do not let anybody lie to you. If he actually forgives you, then maybe that guy is really like madly, like helplessly and hopelessly in love with you. But most of them don't, and even when they do, them too, they continue cheating in marriage to pay you back. They will forgive you, you continue the marriage, but they are actually sleeping around. They're just not telling you, or you are just too blind to see. Okay, and then later in the marriage, they just decide, I can't do this anymore. Because once you cheat on them, they start detaching from you emotionally. So with time, they'll just detach from you completely. I have a friend who had his wife cheating, and then by the time they were actually separating, or rather divorcing, I was like, you guys need to make peace. You need to just forgive and move on. Like, people do forgive, you know. Maybe it was a moment of weakness and all that stuff. And the guy was like, no, I've already emotionally detached from the woman since a very long time now. Since I realized all these cheating things and saga and just suspicion and everything started, I've already been preparing my mind. I've already detached myself. I don't need to forgive her for anything because I don't need her in my space, you see. So another reason could be a disrespectful wife. Now, most men are really trying in this aspect. I can't even lie to you. Most men are coping, living with women who are so disrespectful. A woman can be so disrespectful to you until you ask yourself, who born this one? Like, who gave birth to this one? Like, are you kidding me right now? Is she serious? I think there's a video I did where I talked about a lady, like you're talking to a lady and then maybe she just tells you or shows you something with her nose or her mouth. It's very annoying. Women have a tendency of doing, see it there, see it is very annoying and very disrespectful. Many people don't know. Some people grew up doing it and they think it's normal. No, it's not. I'm telling you that it's not. It's actually not normal, okay? And then maybe you just sit down, your husband walks in, no welcome back, honey, no how was your day, no, like if he walks in, you're watching Telemundo or whatever, you're just sitting there, you don't care about whether this man needs to be attended to, whether he ate where he was, or whether he's hungry, does he need something. I know these days we have showers in the houses. You don't need to prepare a bath, but can you at least pretend to be busy when you see your man? Pretend to be busy, like pretend to be concerned. Help him carry the jacket inside. If he really loves you, even him, he knows that that Telemundo show you're watching is your favorite show, that he came in when you're watching your favorite show. Just pretend to be loving and take him to the room and put his jacket where he should be, put his bag where he should be, and just say, babe, you know you came when I'm watching my movie. What do you need me to do for you? Or can I go and watch it first, then I come back? If he really loves you, some men won't even mind. They'll be like, yeah, babe, go and continue watching it. I'll shower and come and join you. But because you're so full of yourself, you'll just sit there. The man will enter, he will carry his bag by himself, will carry this by himself. He's struggling with plates in the kitchen, looking whether you people cooked so he can see if he can eat anything. You're just there. Women, sometimes we cause these things for ourselves, to be honest. I know some of you are going to use this to come after me in the comment section, but I really don't care. I'm tired of it, and I just have to tell you people the truth, the bitter truth. Another point I wrote is some women get dirty. Now, I can't even emphasize this enough because I've seen practical examples of married women, even when I was still single. Some in my village, some in the city, some even now that I'm married. I see some of them that are even related to my in-laws or related to me that are also married. Now, can you explain to me why a married woman would decide to eat on the dining table at night and leave the dining table uncleaned until the next day tomorrow? Explain to me why a woman will serve her husband on the dining table and the husband's plates will sleep on that dining table until tomorrow morning. Explain to me why you will come to the house and meet that the entire house is dirty. Not even the living room is cleaned. Do you know how irritating that is? Do you know how annoying that is? For your man to go out and come from work and everywhere is dirty, you have allowed your children to draw the wall, everywhere is A, B, C, D. It's annoying. And women pretend that they don't know. Let me tell you, we all know these things. Let's not even pretend. Because that child you think is a child. If you tell the child, don't draw this wall, if you draw this wall, you will clean it. And if he actually draws it, let him clean it. If your child is 4 years, 5 years, let him scrub it so that he will know that when I say don't draw it, I mean don't. You see? So when your husband is always coming home to a dirty environment, they tend to detach. They're just like, when I married this woman, she was not like this. But these days, see finish. She has just become so comfortable. She's so dirty. She's so... Men don't like it. That's why you can just put up with it for some time. Then you now meet one side chick that is always clean, always looking on point from her body. She's on point. Everything on point. The way she dresses on point. Her house, anytime he goes to visit, her house is on point. Everywhere is clean. The plates are kept where they are. Like these days, there's some women that they wake up in the body, they go outside, they'll come back, they'll cook on the clean plate and leave the place that they ate from last night there until the next day and the third day and the fourth day. They keep collecting clean plates. So if you know you're not disciplined enough to be cleaning the ones that you have used, don't buy a whole lot of them. Buy little plates so that when you use them and they're dirty, you'll be forced to wash it so that you can reuse it. But all these women that go and buy a whole locker of plates and then every day you're bringing three, four plates to use, and the kitchen is dirty and everywhere is smelly, and you ordered some chips and you ordered some kebab and everything is in the table and children were playing and plates are under the chair, and the man is just looking at you and he's just pitying you. And he's just feeling for himself and he's just like, no, I can't do this. But because of the kids, he put up with you because of the kids. But once the kids are big, and the kids have moved like to the city to take care of themselves, that's how the man will just leave. And then people will be like, why would this man leave his wife after so many years? You caused it. Because men are pretenders. They don't forget. They just pretend that it's okay. It's not actually okay. Because normally they are not even brought up to be talking about everything, to be expressing their thoughts and their emotions. Most times most men talk to themselves. They will be asking themselves questions and answering themselves at the same time. That's why somebody said, if you see your husband sitting, gazing at the ceiling or gazing at the wall or anything, and you're asking him, honey, what are you thinking? And he says nothing. Don't insist. He's actually thinking about his own things, because that's meant for you. Another point I wrote is manipulative wife. Now, we know those women who they're always so manipulative. They can lie for Africa. They can lie so much so that even the man knows that I cannot trust this one. I cannot trust her with money. I cannot trust her with my children. I cannot trust her with my friends. I cannot trust her with anything. A woman that if you give her a chance to go out with the children, that is how she will go until 12 midnight. You will not see her. Will that man allow you to go out again? If a man allowed you that today, go out with the children, use your sense and go. By the time it's 6, 7 o'clock last, you have come back home so that you can also take care of the man that you people left at home. Or those women that are so manipulative that their men have already known they can't be trusted, such that even if you leave your house to go and visit your friend, your husband has to call and check whether you're actually at that friend's place, because 98 or 99 chances are you're not actually at that friend's place. You went to your own things. Or you're so manipulative that the husband doesn't trust you to the point that even if no matter where you're leaving to go, he will make sure he gives you the children to go with you, because the children will tell him what you did and where you people went and who you met. Because if he allows you to go by yourself, he's not so sure where you're actually going. Do you see it? So, hereditary cheating, extramarital affairs, yes. Some women are married but they're having extramarital affairs, and I'm sorry to say, but that thing right now is very rampant in Nigeria. It's rampant. And according to what I'm hearing, people are saying it's because Nigeria, the country is very hard now, so women were not created to suffer, and most time you find that because the country is hard, men are unable to cater for all the women's needs. But what me I normally say is, the only thing that a woman is not supposed to do is to be the breadwinner of the house. But to cater for your own personal needs as a woman, if you're not blind, you're not deaf, you're not lame, and you're not like, what is it called? You have your legs. What is stopping you from looking for something small to do that you can be getting small money from it that you can be using to support yourself? Why do you think that the last solution is for you to look for a sugar daddy or a toy boy that you can be using to sleep around to give you money? If you feel that right now financially where your husband is, he cannot take care of everything for you. I feel, to me, the very first option would be to find a job for myself. And this job, I'm not doing it because I'm doing it to take care of the family. I'm doing it because I have my own personal needs, my own basic needs that I need to take care of. I cannot forgo them for anything. And I know very well that the financial state of my husband right now cannot enable him to be catering for all of them. He needs help. So I'll just step in and do it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have watched to the end, I want to believe you have learned a lot, if not at least 1 or 2 things that are very important to you. Please comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and let's meet in our next video. Bye.